I'm going to introduce myself for those that don't know me. I'm Rachel Presley. I'm a market mentor. I've been in the business since the end of November of 2017. Yeah, 2017 I started. So look, are you talking to me? So the topic of this Zoom is to help you guys that are feeling stuck or need help like restarting your business, because me and Tyler have been through that. So first things first, I just want to say there's no perfect way of running this business. The whole point is we all started from the very beginning. Like Sam, Jackie, they all started not knowing a single thing of what they were doing. But now look at them. We're just kind of learning from each other, and we're making mistakes, and that's how you grow and that's how you get better. So yeah, there's no really right or wrong way to do this business. However, actually I shouldn't say that. There's kind of a wrong way to do this business. We don't want to be spammy, and we want to like be salesy, and you guys have heard that a lot, so you guys know what that means. But I'm sorry guys, I'm like losing my voice. So I want to talk about this whole funk thing. A lot of us get into this funk, right? And we're always talking about personal development and like how that helps us to get out of that. And I want us to start getting like communicating with our upline a little bit more when we start feeling this way. And we need to kind of be more on top of it ourselves. So, sorry guys, I'm like totally out of it today. So personal development, I have a million of podcasts, I have books, I have literally everything. So when I'm feeling like down on myself, and I've gone days and days and days where I have not done like a single thing, and it's not gonna like it's
Tyler, can you hear her?
No, I can't.
Okay.
I think she fell offline.
Do you want to go ahead with your part, and then?
Yeah, I can go ahead with me.
Alexandra LaPlante, would you mind muting your camera, please?
Oh.
Tyler, go ahead whenever you're ready.
Oh my gosh. Oh, sorry. Oh my God. Okay. This is why I can't. Okay. Sorry guys. Technical difficulties. Okay. So I just want to say that like when people start this business, everyone kind of has their own way of starting things. So some people will take off completely when they start, right? We see these girls and they're starting and they're hitting MMP in 5 days, and then in a month like they're MMP. We kind of compare ourselves to that. We need to just stop doing that. We're on our own journey. And some people start super slow. Like for myself, when I started, I didn't hit MMP for, I want to say like 3 months, guys. And I just have noticed lately with my teams and my girls, like especially with this whole 30 days, like get one market partner, one VIP, everyone's like, this 30 days comes up, like I haven't gotten a market partner, and they get like so down on themselves. I'm like, girl, I didn't get a market partner for like 2 months. Like it's okay, but like maybe we need to figure something out, how to go about it and approach it differently, and like let's get you your market partner. But that whole like comparing your process to like another person's process, like we got to stop doing that. So I don't know if you guys are on the other 2%, make sure, like if you're not on there, get your upline to put you on the other 2%. There's a video on there, Sarah Reed, and it's the video where she sat at MMB for a whole year. Every time I feel like you know, my business isn't progressing, or like I'm not getting any new girls, or nothing's happening, I always go back to that video, and it like pumps me up, because it just like, Sarah Reed is she's number 10 top income earner in this entire business. And she was M&B for a freaking year. So like that just goes to show you, like, she didn't give up. All she did was switch some things around, and it all starts with yourself too. So um it's like everything is all in your head when you're feeling down and you're feeling unmotivated and you're like, oh, nothing's working. It's all you. It's all being consistent about it. It's all in your head, and you need to get over yourself like right now. Um, this job should not be very stressful. I know sometimes we get so stressed out about like not getting a VIP, not getting a market partner, but I want you guys to think about what we really do for this business. Like what is our job? What do we do? Because we take pictures, post them on Instagram. We talk to people. We offer these amazing bomb products. We use apps to make cool content. We meet up for brunches. We go out like to dinners. We listen to read podcasts that will like help us, you know, be better in the long run. We show people how amazing this opportunity is and how amazing the products are, and like to have healthy hair. Like if you guys would see my hair from before, like all those things, that's literally what we do. And we get so discouraged and get so stressed out for absolutely no reason. Um, Another thing I wanted to say was, like when I was saying I didn't hit my first rank MMP for a very long time. And then when I hit that rank, the only thing that I changed was my personal development. So when I first started myself, I was like, you know what, I know at least like 30 people that are going to become my VIPs. Like all my friends, they're going to become market partners. Like I already know it. And if you guys been in this business, we all know like that's not necessarily the case. So then I kind of like had to take a step back and really learn what this business is about. And it's like a people's business. So you have to get people's trust. And um, the second I picked up a book and I read, I mean, we've always talked about this book, GoPro by Eric Worre. I remember the second I read that book, I was like, holy crap. I have been doing this all wrong the whole time. And then I started reading more and more and more. I've been watching all the videos. And then once I started doing that, I hit, you know, A and B. And then I was market builder. And then I was managing market builder. And I was like, holy crap, I'm finally at a leadership rank. Like, this is amazing. And then what happened was when I hit MMB, I thought to myself, like, oh, I got this. Like, I know exactly what I'm doing. But I was MMB for probably 5 months. Like, I was stuck. I could not get to AMM. And like, for some reason, I just didn't know. The name of the book is called GoPro. I actually didn't read it. I have it on an Audible, and I think it was like an hour and a half long. So it's super short, and it's kind of a cheap one too. But the second I did that and kind of like got out of my own head, got over myself, and listened to my uplines who are telling me, hey, do the personal development, read the books, do this, do that, everything changed. And I know I sound like a broken record when we're always telling you guys to like read these things, but they're so helpful and they're so beneficial. And it's just like, not even just in this business, just for like life in general. So then, you know, I got MMB. I'm like, oh man, I got this now. And what happened was I got too comfortable. And that's when I had to sort of restart my business, because I hit MMB and then it just kind of took a downfall. And one thing that happened was you guys saw a lot of the girls go on the Bahamas trip, and I hit MMB, and I hit like the other qualification. I think you'd have like 100 and something points or whatever, but I wasn't consistent, and I didn't hit MMB like the other months that I was supposed to hit it. And I had to watch everybody else go to Bahamas when I should have been there. And it was like such a wake up call for me. And you have to be consistently like educating yourself and doing things every single day to make yourself better. And that's how you're going to grow through this business. And this is kind of like a side note. I know, I wish I was in the Bahamas too. So sad. But that's kind of where I'm at now. You know, I'm market mentor, and I'm trying like so hard to hit managing market mentor. But when you get like when you get to the certain rank, you cannot just like stop and just assume that everything's going to be fine. Like everyone's keep recruiting. Sam, Jackie, every day they're always recruiting people and growing their business like more and more every single day. I read or I listened to, I don't know if you guys know Brian Fryer. This is just like a little side note. He had a video or a live the other day, and I wanted to share it with you guys. This was his quote. He's like, if you can't help yourself first, how do you expect me to help you? And that kind of goes back to like getting out of your own head. We can tell you guys to like read the books, do this stuff and like all these things, but you have to want it for yourself. And that's just kind of the truth, matter of fact. So yeah, the first step is making a decision. You know, everything starts with your attitude. And like if you want to grow your team, if you're wanting customers, you know what you have to do. Like just posting, the whole posting and pray thing, like it's not going to happen. You have to really dig deep in yourself and grow as a person before you're going to ever be able to help your team do the same thing. What else? I have something else. Tyler, did you want to chime in? Man.
Hi. So, I mean, do you want to say your last little note before I get started or no? Or
Can I
wait till
say
it comes
something
to
on
you?
what Rachel said?
Well, okay,
Can you hear me?
yeah.
Go for it, Samantha.
Sorry, I don't usually interrupt.
it in.
But what I wanted to say is like, if you guys are feeling this way, I really stop and ask my girls, like, take the emotions out for just a second. Like, take the feeling discouraged, take all of that and just put it aside and sit down and put down on paper what you're actually doing for your business every day. Like, are you actually doing tangible income producing activities? Are you reaching out to 5 new people a day? If I sat there and asked you, hey, can you send me the last 5 conversations you had with potential market partners asking for the business, could you guys send those over to me right now? Or are they going to be back from August? Okay.
Yeah.
Like this needs to be like, stop feeling sorry for yourselves and start looking at the facts of, am I really doing this shit to like get where I want to go?
Yeah. And it kind of gets to that point, like it's that point where we shouldn't have to have the upline like text us and say like your girls are coming to you and saying, oh, I'm feeling discouraged. And then we have to reciprocate being like, well, are you doing this, this, and this? And I'm like, well, no. Like for me, I can look myself in the mirror and be like, okay, my business is not really growing or anything, but like, what did I do today? Did I reach out to a couple people? No. Should I have? Yes. Like, did I do this? And then you kind of have to be able to snap yourself out of it. And that's what this business is. Like, you guys aren't the only ones that, you know, have those low points. And like, if you're having a high point, like all the time, like, please share whatever you're doing because I would love to know. I mean, like, we don't all wake up every single day, like, wanting to do this business and talk to people. And there's some days where, you know, you just want to hang out and chill and do Netflix. And, like, that's completely normal. We're all human. Like, it happens. But you have to take initiative and be able to realize that you have to do, like Sam was saying, like, you have to write those things down. That's such a good idea. Those tangible things, like, what am I actually doing to make income? What is it? Income producing activities. That I said. Yeah. And just being aware. I think awareness is such a huge thing too of what you're doing when you're waking up and you're on your social media. Are you talking to people, or are you just scrolling through and watching like cute little videos? Or when you're out in public, are you, you know, mentioning the business? Or are you, when you're taking a shower and you get out of the shower and you're washing your hair, like, take a video and do that. It's just, there's such small little things to do that I think we don't really realize, and we just put it to the side.
Should I start?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. So, I mean, I definitely agree with you. Like, income producing activities are so important and all of that. And I also just want to congratulate you guys again for like quitting your job. Like, you took such a leap. and
I'm so out of
it's
it, dude.
amazing.
Like
It's
shaking
shocking. And
still.
like, but the thing is like, this is what so many people that are in this call hoping for. Maybe it's not my goal, because at the same time, like, I can be executive director and I'll probably still never quit my job, because I love my job personally. But, and then this is just extra for me, but a lot of people in this group strive for exactly what you did today. And you really just have to take that and run with it and realize
Yeah.
that like you're motivating so many girls on this call.
I hope so. You just have to do it. Like, just freaking
Yes.
go for it. Like, I see the potential in this company. I see the potential in this business. I see the potential in myself, and I want everyone else to see the potential in themselves. Like, you guys, like, it's
Yes.
really just in your mind. Just freaking go for it. Like, don't be afraid to ask for help, and just do it, make mistakes, and run.
I feel like it's like that same like adrenaline, like when you're on vacation, everyone jumps off that cliff into the ocean, and like then you're just like at the bottom and you like land and you're like, wow, that was so much fucking fun. Anyways, so I am Tyler. I am an associate market mentor, and my story and how I got stuck in this business is quite different than Rachel's, but I mean, that's what you're gonna realize in this business, that nobody's story is the same. I joined in August of 2017. I worked a full-time job, and I realized that like I just wasn't making enough in my job, but I loved my job too much to leave. So Sam offered me this opportunity, and after a lot of quizzing, I joined, and I loved it. Unlike Rachel, when I joined this business, I ran through the ranks rather quickly, and I hit MMB by December, and I joined on August 22nd of 2017. So rather joined and ran through those ranks very quickly, and once I hit them, I thought that was it, and like that everything was gonna come for me, and I got comfortable and I wasn't consistent. Also, during that time period, I had a lot of personal things happen to me, which a lot of the girls that are close to me on this team are well aware of. But I mean, part of the reason that my mindset and stuff changed is that I wanted to become more emotional with the people that I'm close to. So I guess I will tell you guys that my boyfriend just like up and left me, and I moved across the country from Florida to Colorado to be with him, and he up and left me in 3 days. I don't want a pity party. I don't care. I'm with a new person, and I'm so happy with all the changes that have happened since then. But those are the things, life happened and life changed me into the person that I am now. But those are the things that I let mindset bring me down. Like, it brought my business down, it brought me down, it brought everything in my life down. And you have to realize that like it was like a huge smack in the face. Like, it really, really was. And it's totally cool. Like, I mean, shit happens. Like, people go through breakups, people go through family issues, people go through whatever it is that is bringing your business down. But I promise you, please don't. I have been an associate market mentor for a year, an entire year. I have not hit a new rank because of all of this, and because I let this happen to me. Am I upset by it? Absolutely. I ran through those ranks and I freaking got it, and I got those money, but now I'm just sitting and chilling, and I had to rebuild my team like from the ground running. And during all of this stuff that just brought me to rock bottom, I think one of the hardest things, and like Sam will remember the day, and Sam was like, you need, like, I had a group chat where I literally was the only person talking for days and days and weeks at a time, and it fucking sucks. And Sam was like, it's time to close your chat. And I was like, no, I can't do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to let these girls down. And she's like, you're not letting anyone down except for running yourself into the ground. Like, it sucks. It sucks so bad. And I cried and cried. I could cry right now just like talking about it. And like, I shut that chat down, and I was like, anybody else that wants to run with me separately, you're more than welcome to text me separately and we'll do this together. But other than that, like, so long, like literally so long. And it was the hardest thing. And like, it's like breaking up with a boyfriend. I was just like, this is so hard. Like, how can I say goodbye to these girls that like took so much faith in me? But like, at the end of the day, like, I wanted it and they didn't. And like, why would I sit there and let them take that from me and just ruin my mindset every single day? And that's when once I closed that chat, and like, I'm going to tell you again, it was so hard, but it was so necessary. It's like ripping off a Band-Aid, and like, it hurts at first, but like, as the days went on, like, you realize like it's so much better in the long run. So I guess that's when I really started seeing my mindset just shift completely. And then I saw my best friends, like Jenna and Sam are one of my best friends. And this is like goes before like Monet and stuff like that. Like seeing them go to the Bahamas and them started getting their Cadillac qualified and like, and then I saw other people like do all these things that signed up like way after me. And I was just like, this is just like a constant punch in the gut. Like, because I joined so long ago, like when this thing was like up and popping. I mean, it's still popping now. It's more so than ever, but like, you know what I mean? Like it was new, it was fresh. And like, I hit those ranks so fast and all that stuff. And then like, I just got literally just clotheslined on my feet. And like, I was just like, whoa. So, and I had no one to blame but myself. Like, I just got stuck in that like consistency and stuff like that. And like, yeah, I was making like my paychecks because I was staying like active and whatever, but like they were nowhere considered like to like what I was. Like I wasn't hitting my career ranks and stuff like that. And it really sucked. And it was really, really hard for me to like watch all that. And then like I was just talking to Sam one day and I was just like so sick of hearing my own excuses on why I wasn't doing this. And like I know it's stupid to like see people like surpass me and all this stuff, but like I'm competitive and like maybe that's what my why was. And like seeing all these girls getting the things that I could easily achieve, like what am I doing? Like there was a point that like some point during this past summer or spring when this all happened, like I didn't even hit MMP. Like it's so wild. And I was like, this is it. This is it. Like I can't even hit MMP right now. Like what am I doing? Like literally what am I doing? So that's when I recreated my why. And I decided that like I was going to change. Like this is so ridiculous of me not to like do this. And like it was stupid. So I recreated my why, I recreated my goals, and like this is how I'm going to tell you guys to like help you direct yourself into like a business that you want and like the business that you're doing for you. Like I can't explain this enough. Like this is a gift for you. Like you're not doing this for someone else. Like maybe you are doing this for your baby and stuff like that and your family. And that's completely different because at the end of the day, that is something for you. But you are doing this for you. You're not doing this because your mom thinks this is stupid. Because I'm telling you right now, my mom thought I was fucking, she looked at me like I have 7 heads when I joined this company. You're not doing it for them. You're doing this for you. Remember that every day. So what I did is I recreated my goal and decided what I wanted. Me, no one else. I changed my mindset and stopped realizing the things that didn't control me. I stopped letting them control me because like, okay, yeah, I got broken up with, whatever. Am I going to let that ruin the rest of my life? I was 26, 25. Like, who cares? I hope I have another fucking breakup. Glow up from the ground up. And I let go of my past. I let go of my mindset. I let go of everything that was getting in the way of me running my business and running my life. And I stopped taking things personally. How many people in this group chat has had someone say no to joining this business? And I can promise you that every single one of you have had at least 1 to 100 people say no. Stop taking it personally, because I can tell you that every single one of the girls that I signed up as a market partner told me no at the beginning. They said, no, I'm not doing it. That's not for me. I'm not. And that's fine. But I didn't take it personally, because why would you let someone that doesn't want to change their life ruin your day? Put that in your brain. Like, why would you want someone that doesn't want that change to change your attitude? So you just stop taking things personally. Like I said, if you guys have been in this business for a while and you have a dead group chat, it's gonna suck. I cried, and it's cool to cry. My best friend tells me that crying is a beautiful emotion and that we should all express it. So close those group chats. Close it. Close them, cut the dead weight, and it's okay. And it's like also with like people that maybe joined a month ago and then aren't doing anything, and you're like constantly like, hey,
Let it go.
and you're like, yeah, you're gonna be like, okay, well, you clearly don't want this. Bye. I'd rather waste my energy on someone else. Second, you also want to start building and creating new bridges. So you're going to go out there and start prospecting, but are you prospecting to prospect, or are you prospecting to build relationships? Because we are not in this business to cold message people. We are in this business to impact and change people's lives. So you need to build those relationships first and make people realize that building relationships and you are building these friendships to last a lifetime. Like, there's girls that I've gotten this company and like market partners and stuff, and they might have been prospects at the beginning, but they became friendships, and like some of them are my closest friends now. Like, you guys need to realize that, like, when you're prospecting, like, do you want to be friends with these people? Like, do you? Because you are going to be talking to these people day in and day out, and if you don't think that you're going to get along with them, why in the hell would you join a business with them? So I stopped believing that I couldn't do these things, and I decided that I could, and then I wanted these things because I changed my goals and I changed my mindset. You have to do that, and you have to put a deadline on your goals. Like, so my goal is to have my Cadillac by summer. That is my deadline. I want my Cadillac by summer, and I will get my Cadillac by summer. So like, there's a deadline. I want it and I will get it. So you have to change your energy. You have to change the way you run your business, and you have to change the way you're recruiting, because you are not recruiting, you are building relationships. I am going to drill that into your head by the end of this conversation. Stop calling it recruiting. You are building relationships, building friendships, building friendships. And stop looking at people like they're dollar signs. Like, I get that we're all out here to like do the hustle and grind it out, but when you look at people like dollar signs, they feel that. Like, if someone was to come up to you and be like, buy this, buy that, do this, do that, you'd be like, ew, buy. Like, no one wants to feel that way, because you can feel when you're getting sold something. For example, like when you're at the mall and you're like walking to Victoria's Secret or Sephora, and those little like caddy things that have like that the people like literally like run after you in the mall and like attack you. You're like, dude, try my straightener, try this. Like, you're like, ew, get away from me. That's what they feel. Like, no one wants that. It's so wild, but that's how people feel. You have to feel like you're helping them. Give them, like, connect with them emotionally. Like, tell them that this is like you're helping them fix a problem. So like, if for a VIP, they hate their hair, you're helping them fix their hair. For a market partner, you're helping them fix their income, or fix the job they hate, or fix this, that, or the other thing. Fix their credit, fix their debt. Who cares what it is, but you're helping them fix something, and you're realizing that as you join your friendship. Also, like, okay, so when I started to like realize that I wanted to like recreate my business, I went back and redid my hundreds list. And I went through every DM I ever sent on Instagram. I went through all of my text messages. I went through my contact list again. And yes, it was very time consuming and gruesome, but in the long run, it really helped me get from A to B. So fortune is in the follow up. So like, there's so many girls that like I messaged and was like, hey, I remember like we talked back and when, and I just want to let you know that like for this month or whatever, now we offer $199 pack, so it's cheaper to join. Or then it was the 49 pack or whatever, and what they're that and the other thing. But it doesn't matter. Fortune is in the follow up. So like you constantly need to be like talking to these people, communicating with these people, even if it's not in the business itself. And this is also just like very important. So like when you're starting this business, like I know you feel like, oh, well, like you need to watch this video, and this video to get your business started and stuff like that. And it's like feels like you're in like some checklist and like you have all these things to do and it's so overwhelming. And like, are you just staying busy and like checking off the next thing on your checklist, or are you working effectively? So like I work full time, like completely full time, 7:30 to 4:30. No, not 8. Well, 8 to 4:30 or whatever. And like, are you effectively working in those time periods? And like, are you treating this business like a business? I mean, I any of my girls know that like if they text me during the day, I might not respond like within 4 seconds, but I will respond to them within 30. And they are never ignored. And like, are you working effectively, or are you working just to like check off that next thing on your list? Because if you're choosing to work as a checklist and not effectively, it's really gonna like hurt you in the long run. So say no to things that are not suiting you. So like, if your best friend asks you for lunch or like whatever, and you're like, I mean, I really haven't worked my business like all week because I said lunch to yesterday and the day before and the day before and the day before, like you need to say no to lunch today. Like, is it really going to hurt you? Because probably not, because you're actually probably saving money by not going out to lunch. So start time blocking. And if you don't know what that is, Google it. Organize your calendar for what you want and how you think it should be, because like, having 1,000 things on your calendar is not working for you. I can promise you it's not working for you. So you really need to just organize effectively. And there's no end point. If you're working this business as a checklist, there's no end point. You're going to be constantly adding things to that checklist that you constantly need to be checking off. Like, so like check off contacting 5 prospects today, or 5 this and that, and reaching out and finding 5 more people. That like, it's going to be constantly adding, because those are not a checklist. Those are things you should be doing every day, like every single day. And maybe today you do 5 and tomorrow you do 10, and that's just how the fucking dice rolls. Who cares? But you need to like decide that like you need to figure out that this work is not a balance, it's harmony. So what may work for me may not work for Rachel, because Rachel is now full time, and me, I'm not full time, but I still consider myself more of a full-time role. So I may not be able to do calls all during the day, but I am reachable 24/7. So like, it's just different, but like it works for me, and I can promise you what works for Rachel is completely different. So you need to figure out what your full-time harmony is, and not balance, because you're never going to find balance in life ever, because the plans you have today are not going to be the plans you have tomorrow. So yeah, you also need to realize that you're helping people realize that they could do this, and you need to attract your ideal audience. You need to know who you're talking to. Like, you need to go on their profile and do a little research, because God forbid you reach out to someone that already does moaning. I mean,
Please
how
do not do
embarrassing.
that. Do not
Yeah,
do
do
that.
not do that. I mean, but if you were to, instead of just cold message that girl that you're like, oh my God, she'd be so perfect in the business, but she's so perfect in the business because she already works the business. But you didn't take that time out of your day to look, realize, create those relationships and all of this stuff. Like the other day I'm like building a relationship because I really want like a Denver team. Like that would be like ultimate goals for me, because I would just love to have someone to like go to brunch with and like enjoy like a Saturday with, and like create content and like all that fun jazz, you know? So I am really working really, really hard on creating a Denver team. And this girl was like, oh, I see that you do Monet and blah, blah, blah. And like, we've been messaging back and forth for like a while now. And she was like, I would be interested in the products, but like never the business. I never have offered her the business. I just want you guys to know that. And she offered to like let me go with her to like networking events because she wants to become a realtor in this area. And I said, abso-freaking-lutely. Because maybe she doesn't want to be in the business right now, but maybe while she realizes that her realtor, it's really hard to become a realtor in Denver right now, maybe she'll want to join. I mean, you don't know until you try, but I mean, at the end of the day, I have that like preconceived mindset that I'm making friendships, not prospecting hardcore. So you also have to realize that like we have an amazing product and it's a consumable product. Like we have an amazing, amazing, amazing product. Like you have to realize that like people are literally selling oils and like beach body and stuff like that. Like who the hell use oils every day? Or who wants to work out every day? I mean, there is people, but not everybody. Everybody washes their hair. Every single person washes their hair. Every single person every single person washes their hair, guys and girls included. Like, so like maybe only a third of the population could use Beachbody. I feel like that's more directed towards female. This is another, like MLM is directed more towards this and that and that and that and that or whatever. We are directed to it, the entire globe. So all guys wash their hair, all girls wash their hair, no matter what age group you are, no matter what hairline, hair product, hair type, whatever. We are such a consumable product. So like we can literally help everyone. And you really have to just realize that we have an amazing product and we have an amazing compensation plan. So like you really can direct this towards anything and anyone. So like you could be like selling this person for VIP, but you look at their profile and you could be like, well, this is your price for VIP, but like, have you ever considered selling? Because I mean, you could potentially be great. If they say no, whatever, and just buy the product, because VIPs become the best market partners. And like, so when you're also realizing that we have an amazing compensation plan and amazing product, you also have to realize that like our business is 100% duplicatable. It's a rinse, repeat, and that's not only a pun for washing your hair. It's literally just, if I can do it, she can do it. And if you listen to us, we can teach you to do the exact same thing. Like it's not rocket science. And you just have to realize that like the only thing that's different is you have to realize that like you are not the company and you are just not only the company. So like you're a face of the company. So because you are a rep, but you are not the company. So like people are following you for you. So like the people that follow me are not going to follow Rachel because like I offer something different than Rachel does. And that is totally cool. And that's exactly what you want because like, I don't know.
People buy from you.
Exactly. People buy from you because they trust you and you're creating that trust and that bond and that relationship. And I brought this up in another conversation and another call I did with my friend and market partner, Amanda, is she goes after vegans. But I would never go after a vegan. And you want to know why? Is I'm not a vegan or a vegetarian, and my boyfriend is a hunter, and if they just clicked on his profile, they would like literally shun me from PETA or whatever. You know, I would literally get thrown flour at like I was a Kardashian. It's just, but it's fine and it's okay, because like every single one of us is different, and that's what you need to realize when building your business. Like, you need to, when we send you that onboarding worksheet and you're just like, homework, like, you need to realize that we're making you think within. We're making you think of what 5 things about you that makes you out. I got a call.
Hello?
Can you hear me? I
Yeah.
just got a call. Sorry. So we're making you think of those 5 things that differentiate you from everybody else. We're making you think of those 10 girls that you would just die to have on your team. We're making you think of just like everything about you that makes you different. So, and you just need to, instead of like thinking that like this is a problem and this is annoying, you think of this as a way to like kick start you. And it's just really goes thinking like, you need to think of your why, you need to share your why and use that to connect with people emotionally, not just like connect with them, just like post stories and be like, join me, yes, yes, yes. No, we're not robots. You want us to connect with you emotionally. So like,
Yeah.
I joined for the X, Y, and Z. Maybe Susie is going to join you for X, Y, and Z because your whys join together. And when you're doing this, like, and creating your why and like speaking it out into the universe, you're making people think that they're like missing out on joining, and making them feel like they're joining something that's bigger than them. And it's just like, because you are joining something that is bigger than them. Like, Rachel and I would not be friends like if we weren't in this business together, and like a lot of the girls on this call would never have been connected if like we weren't working this business together. So that is my why, and like reasons and like mindset changes that like differentiated me from like this. But I just wanted to go over like a few things that like really just like stuck out to me, and it's just like really pushing you into a money mindset and just changing your mindset completely. So like, so you really just need to like stop chasing money and start chasing the impact and service that you're serving others, and like stop being so selfish. Like, a lot of us joined this business for selfish reasons, and we all have those selfish whys, and that's totally okay. And I have one too, but stop being selfish when you're pushing it out to other people, because they're gonna feel it, and it's just not okay. So I want you to like literally stop thinking that I'm not ready, I can't, I don't have the following, I'm not creative, I'm not you. I don't want you to be me. And I don't want you to be Rachel. I want you to be yourself. And that's why we recruited you to begin with. So you can give us every excuse in the book, and you can tell me everything, and you can tell me you need this, you want this, and blah, blah, blah. But are you doing the things to make you get to where you want to be, that make you want this and make you need this? Like, you all need to remember why you joined. So
I have a little side note to that.
go for it.
When you're saying like people join you for you, like, it's completely okay to be vulnerable or with your your following and the people that watch your stories every day. Like, I would just on my story cry, like I don't have makeup, and I think that's a huge reason that's helped me in my success, because like I don't give a crap. Like, I will go wake up, not even brush my hair, my teeth, no makeup, and go like show my face on my story and just be myself and be my goofy self. And like, they see all different kind of sides of me and like how I live my life. And that's how I've, attracted these people. And that's how people trust me. And I'm not posting just these little pictures of bottles and like join my team. It's super, like, no one cares about, honestly, like if you post a flash sale, you post a bunch of bottles, but you haven't posted anything about them and like how they've changed your life, like all you're doing is building a resistance to those people. So like honestly, that's just going to be hurting you in the long run. If you want to like try to recruit these people, the best thing you could possibly do is just like get over yourself. People like to see girls that are, not wearing makeup and just being themselves, because you don't want to go on there and I can only go on and show my face, like I'm not wearing any makeup today, like who cares, we're all human, like
There's
that's
filters for that.
yeah. For that. So just like don't even worry about that, just go on there and be yourself. Like that's honestly what's helped me, I think, grow my business. And
Absolutely.
I don't know many people that have made it, to market mentor or director that have just shown pictures of bottles like the whole time and saying join my business for $100 or $150 or whatever it is. Like that's not going to get you to those leadership ranks and like the big money that we're all dreaming for.
Absolutely. And I mean, you just have to realize like it all starts with you and ends with you. So if you don't realize like what is stopping you from success and what you want to achieve, like you need to cut out the bullshit. You need to stop thinking what others think, because I mean, they're going to talk shit about you regardless. I mean, doing something different, like they're going to talk shit about you because they just don't probably like you. And like, do you care? Are they making you money? Is their opinion ever been relevant? Like what changed from when you joined this company to now of caring about what they thought? And you just need to cut the bullshit, get out of your own head and start taking action. Like you are stop casting blame on the naysayers and really like go out there. So like you need to like think about your beliefs and like what you want. And then you need to think about like what is serving you and what isn't, and what's not serving you. You need to let it go. Like just let it go. And you need to change, you need to start new beliefs. And like you need to think about those. Like how are you going to close this year to achieve your goals? And like what are the haters doing for you? So like literally so many people in this opportunity have came in and just fucking killed it. And then there's so many people that have joined it and done nothing. So like I just want you to like end on like this note. What are you going to give up to make the money and accomplish the goals that you want to make at this year? And like think about that. Fall asleep thinking that, because that is what I want you to leave with. Like stop chasing the money and start chasing like the impact and service that you're going to do for others and for yourself. Like literally think this at the end. What are you going to give up to achieve what you want to achieve and make the money you want to make? Like literally. Live it, breathe it. Always. And on that note, good night for me. I mean, if Rachel has more to say, but like
I love it.
Literally.
Yeah, I mean, sum it up. The only person that's stopping yourself, I mean, the only person that's stopping you is yourself. Like, just go out and do the damn thing. Like, just do it.
Just do it. I think I should just repeat it one more time because I feel like it's just like not sinking in. What
Like
are you going to do? Yes.
No.
Do it. Do it. Literally. What are you going to give up to make the money you want and to reach your goals? Like, what are you going to give up? Like, literally, everybody. You have to give up something. There's something that's holding you back and you have to give it up. So think of that every night before you go to sleep and then give it up the next morning. Good night, babies. Night, Rach.
Bye, y'all. Thank you
Much
for
love.
hopping on. Bye, babe.
Thank you.